What's up, everyone? Marc, Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, Machine Militia. Oh man, a lot of controversy going on in the world of natural bodybuilding concerning a supplement called Higenamine. It's an ingredient. I use it myself in some of my formulations. And earlier this week, the people in charge of DFAC, which is another natural bodybuilding organization, they put on good shows, not gonna lie. They came out and said basically Higenamine, athletes need not be taking this because it is banned by WADA. WADA, it's not on their official ban list, but I can see where they got this. Now, I'd like to go over some facts to this. And as a supporter and sponsor of many DFAC shows, I'd also like to state for the record, I feel their position is completely idiotic. I feel it is just the basis of incompetence and lack of free thinking and ability to run your organization, not utilizing your own intelligence, but just going by what other people say. It's kind of like following a law that's unjust, and this is very hyperbole, like not allowing women to vote just because the government says it's okay, without using common sense saying that why the fuck can't women vote? I know that's hyperbole. Don't go say that fucking suffrage is the same as natural bodybuilding. In the grand scheme of things, who gives a fuck about natural bodybuilding? But I'm passionate about this because it's a slippery slope and because as a supplement formulator, what the fuck are we left with? Are we banning creatine next? That's an unfair advantage. It's proven in studies to help you gain lean mass and lose fat. Sure, it's naturally found, but not in a synthesized form. You can pop 5 grams without getting calories. Where do we draw the fucking line? Okay, HGH test, all that shit, I get it. And ANBF, they even allow HRT. For the record, I was against that when we voted on it, but it's there and I can see why it's there. Okay, full disclosure, I am good friends with the OCB IFPA. I am also vice president of the ANBF. I do not compete as a natural bodybuilder. I am there simply from a fan and to help the sport. That's all I care about because I love bodybuilding in all forms. Let's go over some shit that happened. And let's get fucking real here, okay? I'm not pulling punches. I think DFAC with their WNBF hasn't commented, but we'll go into the WNBF too. Okay? I just don't give a fuck. That's what it comes down to. If I see something, when I said what I did about colostrum being banned in WNBF, they retracted that shit. And you know what? Hopefully it causes people to open their minds and change their position here. Because this is fucking stupid. Okay, what is Higenamine? It's thought to use mechanisms like ephedrine. Basically, it's hypothesized to be a beta-2 agonist. WADA bans all beta-2 agonists except some that are prescribed for asthma. Basically, there's no evidence of its potency in humans. A lot of times when formulating supplements, we have to use rat studies just because things have not been, basically documented in humans. As someone who's tried Higenamine, I do feel a difference in how it affects a blend of an overall stimulant formula. I use it for its stimulant properties, mainly, not necessarily its fat loss effects. Okay? So here's the deal. The ANBF, Kent Beerley, and the group, I was involved in this conversation, put out a statement. Over the last several weeks, a number of natural bodybuilding organizations that rely on WADA, the World Anti-Doping Administration of Morons, standard have issued statements that DHEA metabolites 7-keto and 5-AT, as well as Higenamine, will be considered banned substances. 7-keto and 5-AT, those are things found in Doug Miller's core products. He did reformulate a couple of them as such. As competitors ourselves, the ANBF board recognizes the supplement industry outpaces regulation, and natural competitors with the best of intentions are often caught in the crossfire. While the ANBF utilizes the WADA standard until scientific evidence proves Higenamine has a significant beta agonist effect in humans, ANBF believes that products using this ingredient are not in violation of WADA and will allow its use among our competitors. To which Vicky McCann replied that, I hope you are well and things are looking good. I was reading your post. I understand it's an organization. You can allow your athletes to use this. Feel it's the right thing. She needs to spell check. However, your statement, products using this ingredient in non-violation of WADA, is actually wrong. This is very confusing, misleading, and could confuse athletes who may want to compete in organizations. I'll get to that later, where you should compete. I'm fucking done. I'm over this. Until they change their shit, I'm fucking done. They contacted the WADA lab in Salt Lake, and the director concerned without any doubt that Higenamine is banned by WADA. Kent then replied, That's, for the record, we also allow usage of 7 keto, which is on the WADA listing. We go on and on about it, but whatever. And they ended cordially because they're both professionals. I'm a professional, but right here, I'm just fucking my man. Okay? There's another post by Nicole Weeks, who I have utmost respect for. I love her to death. I think her post was off. And I'll tell this to her face. I'll give her a hug first, but I'll tell this to her face. I think she was wrong. I think this is a stupid statement, what she did. Doug wrote in response to her thread on her personal Facebook page, so I'm not going to link that because I don't want perverts going there. Wow, once again, and for Doug to speak up takes a lot. Doug's a bit more reserved than me. You know, I'm like evil Doug, and Doug's like nice Doug, right? Wow, once again, a lot of misinformation coming from a few leaders in certain organizations. Please tell me what hormone 5-AT is a pro-hormone to. Please describe how this is any different from 7-keto/7-OH not being banned by the WNBF. Please describe the mechanism by which this is anabolic and explain it not having any effect on test to epitest or your analysis, just like 7-keto. You know nothing about the science, and yet I'm constantly told by people that you try to bash my company, and me personally for that matter. I care nothing about the latter. For the record, this is the first time Doug Miller has been accused of taking a natural supplement. Gotcha, Doug. Okay. This is a common problem. People follow who are leaders in certain organizations and consider them as authorities. When you have that kind of authorities, you have to make sure the statements are in fact factual. He checked the list, and Higenamine's not on there. And also, they checked with informed choice, and it's not banned by WADA and USADA. You are trying to use a blanket statement saying all beta-2 agonists are banned, which is incorrect in this case. You need to do your research and get off your high horse. You lose more respect each day and are doing more of a disservice to natural bodybuilding than good. Best of luck to you. See, even when Doug attacks people, he's nice at the end. I usually end it with a fuck yourself with a blunt object. WADA for natural bodybuilding should be a guide, not a Bible. While I agree with their stance on drugs, on HGH, on insulin, on all of that stuff, for God's sakes, these are the same fucking morons who put a warning on colostrum increasing IGF-1. These are the same dipshits, okay, the same dipshits who said that caffeine cannot be used in excess of 200 milligrams or whatever it was for a multiple number of years. WADA is not the fucking Bible. As organization heads, we need to look at the list and decide what's good and what's stupid. And in my opinion, unless you're taking something that converts to something anabolic or something like clenbuterol or DNP or T3, dude, Higenamine is not going to provide that big of a fucking boost. Creatine will provide more of a competitive advantage. So by all means, DFAC, what the fuck? Fucking ban creatine. Fuck, ban glutamine. We don't even think it works, but fucking ban everything. Have people eating fucking raw vegetables all day. What's your next fucking step, DFAC? What the fuck do you want competitors to do? Fucking read every label of every fucking bag of broccoli they buy from the store? Is it all organic now? Do I have to wash my penis off with organic shampoo without any added pesticides, not tested on animals? I like my shit tested on animals. Fuck. That brings me to where does it end? If Higenamine is banned, where the fuck does it end? It takes organizations like the OCB and the ANBF to say, you know what? We fucking use WADA as a guide, but we are educated fucking individuals, and we're gonna say, fuck that shit if they're saying stupid shit. We're not gonna ban caffeine. We're okay with 7-keto. These aren't anabolic fucking steroids. Use common fucking sense, DFAC. Half the people watching this don't even know what the fuck DFAC is. DFAC? It's called DFAC. I mean, for God's sakes. Didn't they think about that when they named it? DFAC? What the fuck? This is kind of a personal attack because you're attacking supplements. And these aren't fucking drugs. Pro-hormones are drugs. Fucking Epistane is a drug. Higenamine? Give me a fucking break. I'm going to surmise this because I'm 10 minutes in and I wanted to do a 3-minute video, but I got excited and I have a heart on and I can't stand up right now. It's amazing how all the supplements Doug Miller comes out with somehow get targeted. There's so many ingredients in supplements. Look at that. That's just one. It's not Doug Miller's. Look at all that shit in there. There's so many ingredients. Yet somehow the poster boy for the IFPA, his shit gets targeted by DFAC and by the WMBF. Well, except WMBF targeted fucking colostrum, which I love for digestive and immune properties, but it ain't a drug. It ain't a steroid. What's next? Are you guys targeting Doug Miller? For example, one of the leaders of another organization publicly on Facebook called him Drug Miller. Why would you guys not like Doug Miller? He's sexy. He's good looking. He's in shape. Are you guys mad because Doug will kick all of your other pros' ass? You mad, bro? Anal sex. That's right. It's illegal in a lot of states. It is. Especially down south. It's amazing it's illegal down south because that's where it happens. Down south. Just because the law's there, does that mean that states, that people need to follow that? If common sense tells you that if two consenting adults want to partake in anal sex, what you do in the privacy of your own house is your business. So as an organization, what you ban and not ban in an organization should fucking amount to common sense. And right now, DFAC, you do not have common sense. That's it. With that, I'm pretty sure I fucked up all my relationships with DFAC. The fact I'm calling it DFAC, what DFAC? That's going to piss people off. However, my suggestion, if you are uncertain of the drug policies, email either Kent Beerley or Chad Austin. Chad Austin, president of OCB. Kent Beerley is president of the ANBF. Compete in those organizations. Because frankly, I don't know what the fuck the WNBF and DFAC, I don't even know what the fuck they're thinking. And I can't recommend basing your supplement intake on what they say. I'm not saying supplements make or break you, but if you choose to take supplements, to buy supplements, of course you're gonna buy it from me, right? Go buy the two best, in my opinion. It is what it is. OCB is by far the biggest, largest, best bodybuilding organization in natural bodybuilding. Compete in the OCB. And if you want to do another organization for shits and giggles or in a pro card in the ANBF, there's your number two. There's plenty of shows between those two organizations to get it done. If another organization does stupid shit you don't agree with, don't compete. It's America. You have the freedom of choice. Where the fuck you compete? In fact, it is what it is. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, full disclosure, vice president of the ANBF, and also good friends with the guys who run the OCB. I'm as loyal to the OCB, if not more loyal than I am to ANBF. So this is not in any way affiliated or a message from the ANBF or the OCB. This is my opinion. This is my heartfelt opinion, and I'll stand by it. And if anybody wants to talk to me about it, I'll be at the Arnold Classic, booth 1831, with Drug Miller. Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, because not giving a fuck, that's not a game.